oh my gosh. They give you awards for winning the dream, or living the dream. And let me tell you, I have lived the dream, and I'm so happy to be here tonight. I look out. I know we got 1 second. I'm not going to be very long, but I want to. Don't worry, the timer's on. I know, I gotta go. I cannot thank, and I want to start by thanking the Board of Directors, Ron Lang, Jim Perkins, all my encouragers. My story is different than what you hear a lot of times in the Hall of Fame. It's really a story from the beginning of what we would term probably modern women's sports. And I am so blessed, and I thank God that I was born when I was, to the family that I was born to, and the community I was born in, because it has been a wonderful life. To this point, I'm not done yet, don't get me wrong. This is not the end of the line, but this is such a joy because I look out here and what I see from this perspective at this Elgin Sports Hall of Fame, I look out and I see people that have been in my life for years and years and that are encouragers and that are influencers and that have brought love and joy into my life. And any of the successes that I have to be shared because no one gets in the Hall of Fame or any Hall of Fame by themselves. And I have been truly blessed throughout my life to be a part of an amazing family. And we've got my family and my chosen family. And I couldn't be more proud to be from Elgin, to have competed on Northworth Avenue with all the boys when there was nothing. And I can tell you just one fun story and then I'll let you go, but I can tell you my first and toughest head coach, and I have been coached by Hall of Fame coaches. Mary O'Brien, huge influence as a head coach. Margie Wright, I got to play with the greatest players in the game. In my college career, in my post-college career, I got to compete at the U.S. Olympic Festival in softball before softball was a part of the Olympics. And we played against the best in the game, and I can tell you that my favorite part has always been the people that I work with, my teammates are here, and I would not be here without them, my Hall of Fame amazing coaches, and my first head coach, and that was my mother. And I have to tell you, my dad's a legend, and he was one of my first head coaches, but I'll tell you, my mother was a head coach because before there was anything, there was family. And when I would play in the yard, I'd play down the road, we'd play sandlot baseball. I'd play with the boys in the neighborhood on Northworth, and I thank all of them because they were my feeder team. And when my feeder boys would go to their little league where they got to wear uniforms, I was so worried that they were going to end up better than me that I would come home and I would beg my father, if he was home, or my mother, I needed 100 extra ground balls and 100 extra fly balls, and I wanted them right now. And I would stand there with my glove until I, got some attention. If my dad wasn't there, and my mother was not the kind of person that said, wait till your father gets home, she would get her glove, and she would come out, and she would give me 100 ground balls and 100 fly balls, and I felt better. The boys weren't going to get better. I was getting the extra practice. When I was older, when I was 20-something, we didn't have hitting leagues, and I played in Downers Grove on a national team. We would compete, but to get extra hits in during the week, we'd go to Hanover Park to the pitching machines, and we would go to the batting machines, and there would be my mother and there would be Jen, and there would be Little Leaguer and their dad, Little Leaguer and their dad, 20-something and her mother, because when you got in line for the batting machines, you got to go twice, and I always wanted to get in the machine, and I wanted to be able to get in position or whatever, so my mom would come and she'd plug the quarters in, and then I'd step back out, and I'd hit, and then we'd get back in line. And the thing is, now we have women athletes that are being raised by women athletes, and that doesn't seem so unusual, but I can tell you, in the early 70s, in the late 60s, that was odd. And I got 150% support in everything I tried to do athletically from my father and my mother. But my mother I count as my first Hall of Fame head coach, let me tell you, amazing. Those mothers that are encouraging their girls to be rock stars, keep on doing it, because that's what we need. It's amazing. Enough said then. Thank you so very much for this honor. Thank you, my teammates, my extended, my chosen sisters, my family, my sister, my sisters, my aunt, my cousins. This is about a lifestyle where you work as hard as you can, you play for the love of the game, and you enjoy every day. One of the things I made my athletes memorize, today is the most important day of your life, and tomorrow will be the best. And that's what I hope for all of you. I hope for all the young athletes that are here, that this is a great community. This is an amazing organization, but this isn't a destination. Your destination should be play with joy, play with intensity, and always strive to be the best you can be. Thank you so very much, Elgin Sports Hall of Fame. I so appreciate it.